Hey, welcome back to Soul Whispers Tarot. I'm Karen. Today's reading is How does this person truly feel about you? And if you would like a regular in-depth look into your life and what's coming up in your future, please subscribe to my channel, tap the bell icon and turn on the notification bell. So in today's reading we have 3 sets of cards. Set of cards number 1 is the amber, set of cards number 2 is the pink crystal, and set of cards number 3 is the clear quartz crystal. So take some time to tune into the energies of the cards, relax, get comfortable and cozy. Take a few deep breaths if you need to. You can pause the video right now as well. And I'll leave a few quiet moments here too for you to really tune in and decide through your intuition which set of cards is resonating with you the most. Okay, so let's get into the reading. Welcome to set of cards number 1. You've chosen the amber. So this is how does this person truly feel about you at this time. We're going to be looking into the tarot, lots of oracle cards, tons of messages cards, as well as pulling messages out of the bag and looking at the divination dice and the charms. So stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. Okay, so we have the 3 of Swords in reverse, the 8 of Wands in reverse, the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. Okay, so I feel as though this person is trying to heal themselves. They may be distant from you right now because this is the heartbreak card in reverse, the 3 of Swords in reverse. And really this is saying to me that they are trying to be balanced within themselves, because we have the 9 of Pentacles as well. This is independence, even though it doesn't look like it in this card. It's like being secure within themselves. There is a couple here, so I feel as though this person, they're needing to become more secure within themselves before they feel confident enough to come forward to be with you, like that 10 of Cups. I do feel there is going to come a time when they're going to come forward. They may feel as though it's a bit like Romeo and Juliet right now. They may feel like there's obstacles, blocks in the way, and they're feeling like it's very unfair. I also feel like that is why they're trying to protect their heart. You've revealed yourself to them in some way. You've taken off that mask that she's got there. You've opened up to this person. Perhaps Queen of Cups had an open heart, expressed your love, maybe recently, maybe in the past. And look at this card, the 8 of Wands. So this is about communication as well, but it's in reverse. And look, it's the divine feminine that's opening the curtains. And it's like this person's been asleep and they're like shielding their eyes and they're like, oh no, it's not time to get up yet. So to me, this is symbolizing that you may have expressed yourself to them. You may have been very open, very upfront with them and kind of shedding light on the situation, because they would have been in this dark room. And this represents their comfort zone, or they were in their man or woman cave. They were kind of like the hermit energy. Interestingly, he's got like this tied around his wrist sort of thing. So this person may have felt trapped or stuck in some kind of situation. They may have healed somewhat, and maybe they have freed themselves from that painful situation, but they're still needing time to recover, is what I'm feeling. Because look, it's the divine masculine here that's injured or died maybe in this picture. So they may have gone through like some kind of transformation, an ego death. They may have gone through a lot of pain, and you're here. I feel like you're feeling much more stable within yourself in general. Maybe this person was heartbroken because there was a third party situation, because I'm seeing another man here. Maybe They were afraid of you finding someone else, or maybe you got with someone else, and that created heartbreak. A part of them is wanting to come forward. They are wanting to express themselves to you, take this relationship further. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, they want that confidence. The light is shining on your connection again. But I feel like they feel a bit intimidated by that light. Maybe you've been very honest with them, and that takes them out of their comfort zone. So they're kind of like not exactly enthusiastic about getting up out of that bed, getting up out of their comfort zone or the shadow side. Maybe they're not ready to come into the light just yet, but they will do. The light is shining on both of you, and eventually there's this 10 of Cups where they'll come forward, and he's playing the flute here, so maybe expressing themselves through music in some cases as well. So let's pull some clarifying cards. All of the written message cards in today's reading are my own creation. We have the Emperor. I will look after you. So yeah, they're trying to find stability within themselves. This person may have had a lot of insecurities, a lot of fear of abandonment and rejection, a lot of childhood wounds that they're healing. And what I'm sensing is they just didn't feel like they had what it took to be truly there for you in a stable, healthy way. And so they, you know, kept their distance. Yeah, I have to stand my ground. The 7 of Wands. So that this person is feeling as though perhaps you're coming forward to them and they don't feel ready. So they're standing their ground. They may be resistant coming forward because they don't feel stable within themselves. This could be recently, or it could be something that happened in the past. You're trying to shed the light on them perhaps. And basically they're struggling to heal some kind of shadow wound. But we have the Lovers as well. This is the love of a lifetime. So they do know that you are soulmates. They know that they will never love anyone like they love you, and vice versa. But at the same time, there may be an element of things just aren't practical in the 3D. Maybe you're in another relationship, maybe they're in another relationship, or maybe it's just a case of you not being ready to be with each other. And so I feel as though they're afraid to let their feelings and desires and hopes run away with them. You know, they don't want to get their hopes up to be disappointed again. That may be something that's already happened, like heartbreak, because we have the 3 of Swords here as well. I'm totally heartbroken. I feel like they were heartbroken, maybe by something you revealed to them when you took that mask off. And yeah, they're still in the place of healing that. They don't want to go back to feeling all that heartbreak again. So they're being cautious right now. I feel like they're focusing on themselves. I want to give you everything, the 6 of Pentacles. So yeah, they're working on their stability. This is a card of an equal balance when it comes to give and take. They want to be your equal partner, but I feel like they're still healing something. So let's look at the Our Eternal Love cards next. How do they feel about you right now? Oops. Sorry, I'm very specific about these cards. I don't like them getting in a mess. I can't get you out of my head. I feel like this is what is scaring them. They don't want to fall back into feelings of obsession. They want to be more healthy within themselves. They want to make healthy choices. Again, they don't want to pin all their hopes on you and the connection if it doesn't work out. Like if you're twin flames, you'll understand how complicated the journey can be, you know, if we focus too much on trying to be together in the 3D. And so they don't want to fall back into that despair that they've already gone through when they felt like it wasn't working out. I can't bear this longing. Yeah. So again, I feel like they don't want to become like obsessed, because that creates a lot of attachment, and that attachment creates a lot of pain, because then we start focusing on what we don't have and feeling like everything's unfair, etc. Yeah, I can't handle such a deeply spiritual connection at this time. Yeah, this connection is shining a lot of light on their shadow side, and it takes everyone a while to look into their shadow side and heal that. And they're feeling very overwhelmed by it. Yeah, look, wow, you're the right person, but at the wrong time. So it may be a sense that you've kind of come back into contact with each other, perhaps only for this person to kind of run again, because they're like, they've been longing for you, they've wanted to reconnect, but when you have reconnected, it's kind of made them suddenly remember all of that obsession, all of that pain, all of that fear, you know, the fear of rejection. But at the same time, we do have, and this is meant to say, can we start all over again? So yeah, they do want that renewal of the connection, and there may be in some kind of way, again, you may have got it back into contact recently or something, but then right now they're kind of gone quiet again. But overall, they are happy for the reconnection. They just want to find their stability. They don't want to fall back into old codependent, unhealthy dynamics that you may have experienced together. So let's look at the Romance Angels Oracle cards. Pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, so yeah, it's like this is a veil of illusion that's been removed. That's like that card where the Divine Feminine was opening the curtains. Yeah, I feel as though a lot of fear has come up within this person. I feel like, again, you've revealed yourself to this person, and the angels are watching over your connection. You may have allowed yourself to be very vulnerable. And look how he's like bowing down to her. Maybe this person doesn't feel like you're on the same level or something. Maybe they've put you on a pedestal. And therefore maybe they fear that they're inadequate or something in comparison to you. But yeah, pay attention to red flags. I feel, again, there may have been a dynamic between you in the past where there was a lot of holding on to the future or living for the future and kind of forgetting to live in the present moment, or getting too attached to certain outcomes. And Spirit is guiding you both to be in the present moment. Don't put your life on hold. Practice detachment, because that is what ultimately brings you peace. So yeah, there's fears of falling back into old unhealthy ways. This person is taking a pause right now to contemplate that and to try and check in with themselves to make sure they don't fall back into those old ways. Playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So there may be a bit too much seriousness right now. You may be sensing that they're kind of freaking out. They may be feeling like everything's intense. They may feel that because you revealed yourself more than normal, they may feel like you have certain expectations, perhaps. So yeah, playfulness, or just becoming more light-hearted, stop taking things so seriously, kind of thing. You deserve love. You are lovable. So if you feel as though this person has run again, it may be hurtful to you, maybe causing a Three of Swords kind of energy for you. But yeah, and we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. So this is the Divine Feminine. I feel as though you've set your target on the divine masculine. Again, you may have reached out to this person. Maybe they didn't respond in some cases, or maybe they ran away after initial communication, something like that. But when the time is right, I do feel they will make the effort. They will reach out once they've kind of calmed down again. Okay, so let's look at the I love you to the moon and back cards. How do they feel about you right now? Or what are they thinking as well? Okay, I lied to you because I was scared of losing you, but had karma to settle elsewhere. Okay, so some truth may have been revealed about something that was covered up in the past. It could be the divine feminine. You revealed something to the divine feminine because there's this energy of the divine feminine shedding light on something. But it could be the other way around as well. Someone could have literally just been wearing a mask. Well, not literally, but it could have in general, they could have been wearing a mask. They could have got one with someone else. It could have been something to do with that created a separation. They were afraid of losing you, but they had other experiences that were on their soul contract that they had to experience. And they were afraid that you would be very angry or very hurt or both, and like leave them if they said the truth. But that is something they needed to experience, and maybe vice versa for some of you. I keep my distance so you stay holding on to me. Yeah, this person has self-esteem issues. They feel like if they get too close to you, you will see the real them and you won't be happy with the real them. And you'll be disappointed and leave them. So they keep their distance. They may have been in a comfort zone. You may have tried to coax them out of that comfort zone, and that led to you chasing them, and that chasing may have validated them on an extreme level, and they just felt safer being validated all of the time. I can't stop thinking about you. So they are thinking about you a lot. Again, it may have reminded them of a time where they were obsessed with you. Because maybe there has been a separation. Maybe there has been more of a surrender within your connection from both of you in general. And that is a good thing. But they're maybe trying to figure out how to navigate this next step, perhaps of coming back into communication, but doing it in a more healthy way this time around. Okay, so let's pull some messages out of the bag. Taking action. Okay. I'll pull some more to get an overall story from these little messages. Fear of rejection. Reach out. Taken for granted. And we belong together. Okay. So I do feel like communication is going to commence between you. I feel like they will reach out, or maybe you will reach out. This is over the card which is called Make the Effort though, and it showed the divine masculine reaching out to the divine feminine. If they've gone cold or quiet on you, I do feel that when they feel more settled, when the initial kind of panic has eased off, I feel like they will communicate back to you. You may feel taken for granted, or they may be feeling taken for granted as well if you're in another relationship or something. Yeah, there has been this fear of rejection within them. I feel like that's the core fear within them, the core block or wound. But we have we belong together as well. So when the time is right, they will realize that they deserve love, and they do feel like you belong together. So I do feel they will take the action to reach out in some kind of way. Let's look at the divination dice. Yeah, this egg is about to hatch. There's a rebirth in your connection. It's not quite the stage for this to happen, but the crack is happening in the egg. It's nearly the right time for the rebirth within this connection, or the renewal, the fresh start. We have the satchel. This could relate to work. Maybe someone's working really hard right now. The satchel is also, you know, a bag. You carry things around with you. So I feel like they're carrying you around in their mind, in their heart, wherever they go. The toadstool. So there's been a lot of shitty circumstances that have happened within your connection, but your connection is still growing. This could be about bacteria as well. Maybe there's a distance between you because of what's going on in the world. Because the satchel could represent travel as well. We have the crab here. Could be someone who's a Cancer. But, you know, it doesn't have to be. This could represent a crab kind of scuttling away at times. Maybe they're defensive. They retreat, but at the same time they have those pincers. Maybe you could get hurt if you try and get them out of their shell. But yeah, in the end, they will speak their truth. The Ace of Swords. This is communication. This is them seeing the truth, them speaking the truth. It's a card of victory as well. And then really going for it, really taking that action. So let's see what charms are going to come out for you today. Yeah, this is maybe someone who's shy, or they retreat into their shell or roll up in a ball like a hedgehog. They have those spikes again. You could get hurt if you get too close. They may be a bit stubborn. And the rosy cheeks means maybe they feel embarrassed, very self-conscious when they're around you. Something significant may have happened around the holiday season, with his Christmas pudding here. Your connection overall is moving in a really positive direction, because we have the fan, and that is the Wheel of Fortune. And it's like your connection's turning over a brand new leaf. So even though this person may seem a bit distant, and I feel it is for good reasons, like they need to be healthy within themselves. They, you know, even though our egos might want this person to kind of chase us and be obsessed with us, and that feels really good to the ego, what is truly good for your connection and healthy for your connection is if this person is, and I feel like many of the divine masculines are, making healthy choices for themselves, and that may include not falling into codependent ways, falling into obsession, falling into feeling like they need you and cannot be happy without you kind of thing. So even if it feels a bit disappointing to your ego that maybe the connection doesn't feel as intense because the attachment isn't as much, ultimately it's a surrender on their part. And that is what is needed. It's like them feeling secure, them feeling happy within themselves, and not needing you, or not needing the connection and to be a specific way in order for them to feel okay in life. This is them working on being in the present moment, being happy within themselves. And in all honesty, a healthy union is much more possible with your twin flame if you're both at that place, you know, within yourselves, of that wholeness. And the final charm is the rose on the cross. This always reminds me of the Rumi Oracle card, which is called the Celestial Rose of Ma. It basically means that in order to get to the rose, in order to get to peace, in order to get to the love, the union, you have to go through the thorns, you have to go through the difficulties, the shadow side, the wounds, the triggering. Yeah, but I definitely feel that your connection is moving in a really positive, powerful direction. So if you're really interested in attracting a really amazing relationship where the person is truly there for you, they're dependable, they open up to you about their feelings, they're not afraid of being vulnerable, they're not afraid of a commitment, and they actually want that commitment, please check out my really powerful meditation, which is called You Deserve Great Love. This meditation will really get you into the right vibration to attract the right person for you. So it may be this person that you have in mind. It could be your twin flame, or if not, it could be someone else who is truly right for you, someone that is truly going to give you the kind of relationship that you deserve and that you truly desire. So this is a very, very deep meditation. It's very powerful at healing you on a core soul level, on an energetic level. And it also comes with a teaching session where I teach you how to know your own worth on such a profound level that you attract a man who will mirror this right back to you. They will know your worth. So the audio session that comes with this meditation is pre-recorded and it's 74 minutes long, and the healing meditation, which has affirmations and visualizations to really help you know your worth. So due to the law of attraction, that mirrors back to you. That is 32 minutes long. So you will learn how to really change and transform your vibration, how to reparent yourself, how to heal your wounds, love yourself like never before. And I even help you to understand why you may have been attracting the wrong types of people and relationships in the past, and how to get out of that cycle once and for all. And I have some really amazing reviews of this meditation kit on my website. It has 4.8 out of 5 stars. So please check this out. The details for this are below this video in the description box and also in the pinned comment. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon and turn on all notifications, and that way you'll be notified every time I release a new reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye. Welcome to set of cards number 2. You've chosen the pink glass crystal. So how does this person truly feel about you? We're going to look into the oracle. We've got lots of messages cards as well as the divination dice and the charms. So stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the Knight of Wands in reverse, the 2 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. So I am feeling that this person feels stuck in some kind of way. The 8 of Swords, it's most likely in their mind, because swords are about the mind and perception. So they believe that they cannot come forward just yet, but they are wanting to, I'm feeling, because we do have the 2 of Pentacles here and it shows the boy kissing the girl. But this person may have fears of rejection because the boy is going to kiss the girl and the girl's like wincing and trying to like push him away kind of thing. So this person may have a fear of unrequited love. This is the 2 of Pentacles. So they may be like having these 2 different opinions about how you feel about them. Like in their heart, they may know that you love them, but then in their mind, they're always doubting that. And those doubts are getting the better of them. And those doubts are a reflection of them not knowing their own self-worth. So I feel that is what they're stuck in, this cycle of basically being insecure and unsure of themselves. And we have the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is traditionally The person that is awake at night, it represents sleepless nights, them worrying, having a lot of anxiety, thinking about worst case scenarios, tormenting themselves with what could go wrong kind of thing. In this deck, which is the romantic tarot, it shows the man who's bought a necklace for the lady and he's putting it on her. So this person may have fears that they're not good enough, or that they, you know, they want to be there for you. They want to be that chivalrous, divine masculine, confident, maybe financially secure even, you know, they want to be that amazing partner for you. But this is about fears and sleepless nights. They may be worrying that they can't be those things for you, and that is holding them back as well. In some cases there may be a third-party situation. Perhaps you're with someone else and they're kind of thinking about you with this other person, and that's kind of tormenting them perhaps at times. And we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this shows the guy that's all dressed up with the roses, red roses. So that's about romance. There's a few yellow in there as well, so they feel that you're a good friend as well. But look, there's like this lamppost, which is the divine feminine, and it's almost like this person is thinking about you from afar, but you're like a statue. It's like you're not really there in real life for them, but they're thinking about you. They feel all this romance, all this passion towards you. They want to be with you. But look, I'm noticing that there's three. No, is that three on there? It looks like there's 3 lamps on this, in this one. I mean, there's one in the background, but I think that's attached to the other lamp that's down the side. So those 3 lamps could be a third-party situation in some cases, like I said. Or just generally speaking, this person may be feeling worried, and their anxieties are meaning that they have a lot of sexual tension, a lot of frustration, like they're wanting to come forward but they're feeling stuck. They're daydreaming about being this with you, and you know, giving the flowers, but in reality you're like this stone here. You're not really there. And they're thinking worst case scenarios. They're thinking if they come forward, then you're going to be like turned off by them and repelled by them or disgusted by them or something like that. And then there's the Eight of Pentacles. What they're wanting the outcome to be is this: for you to be together. I'm seeing an archway there. They're wanting to go through a new beginning and open a new door with you. Again, I feel like they want to be financially secure as well, because this is the Eight of Pentacles, and they're working hard. Yeah, so a lot of doubts and fears within them, but they're thinking about you a lot as well. Let's look at some clarifying cards. This one's immediately popped out. Well, there's 2 here. I'm totally broken. This is the Ten of Swords. It could be, like I said, a third-party situation for some, where you're with someone else and they feel really heartbroken about that, because they feel like you're soulmates. Ten of Swords, again, it's about mind, perception. This could be in general just them suffering from depression, or they may have experienced toxic relationships or situations in their past, feeling stabbed in the back, they may be feeling betrayed. They may feel stabbed in the back by you. They may feel abandoned by you in some way. We have You Make Me Feel So Alive, the Knight of Cups. So you make them feel amazing. You make them feel this heaven on earth, euphoric feelings in their heart. Let me be your hero, the Six of Wands. So this person, they may feel like there's a competition between them and someone else. Could be that. But in general, they just want to be strong. They want to be that divine masculine energy that's kind of like the rock for the feminine. Dependable. Really looks after the feminine kind of thing. Six of Wands. This is also a victory after a battle, after a struggle. They may feel like they have to fight for you, perhaps. And we have change is scary but worth it. And this is the Death card, which is often called transformation in many decks. So there is major healing within this person, within this connection. Yeah, I will be my best version. I will be the best version of myself for you. This is the King of Pentacles. So again, it's like this person wants to be abundant, but they want to be grounded as well, because Pentacles are the earth element. They want to be grounded, stable. They want a firm foundation to build your connection upon. So they want to do things right. I feel like they're being patient. They may be slow moving, but it's because they want to do things thoroughly. So I'm going to be using these cards here. Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. This is the first time I've used them. So what messages are going to come out from these about your connection? How are they feeling about you right now? What's going on for them right now? Okay, I'm going to take all of these ones. We have not enough. They don't feel good enough. Basically, it says frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, jealousy. So yeah, they may be feeling very heartbroken, because whenever I see an umbrella, it reminds me of the Three of Swords card, which is the heartbreak card, because it shows all the rain and the clouds. So yeah, they're feeling very frustrated. They may be comparing themselves to your partner, or if you're not with someone else, they may just be feeling in general like they're not enough, not good enough. We have not today, not dealing, feeling hurt, avoiding a connection or a call or a person, boundaries. They're still angry. So there's some bitterness within this person because they're feeling heartbroken and they're not dealing with it right now. Look, this person's holding the phone away. It's like when people say, oh, tell them I'm not home, kind of thing, if the person calls up. And it's because they're feeling hurt and they're avoiding an important conversation with you, and they're avoiding you, and they've got like boundaries up right now and they're feeling bitter. Palm tree. This says stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. So this is what they're working towards, and this is the transformation that is occurring within your connection. We often, especially with twin flame relationships, have to experience that heartbreak, and it's basically to force us to release codependency, force us to release that idealization with all that pedestal we've placed our twin flame on. Is to kind of knock us back down to earth in a way, so that we can create true stability within ourselves, and then that can translate as stability within your connection in the long run. We have kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So yeah, this person has unconditional love for you. I feel if there's been a tower moment, a lot of pain or separation or arguments or whatever's happened between you both, it is to help you both come to unconditional love, because there may have been certain circumstances you were both holding on to very tightly, and when those circumstances weren't met, it caused a lot of heartbreak, but then it broke down those expectations, so you can both truly love each other without conditions, unconditional love. Then we have lightning, sudden change. So yeah, I feel like there was a tower moment between you. shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So yeah, there was definitely a tower moment between you, and I feel like they're still in a place of heartbreak, perhaps because that happened. They felt abandoned, they felt rejected, maybe their biggest fear came true. But that often happens to trigger us into really healing those wounds and overcoming those fears. We have love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So they will be reaching out. You know, right now they might be feeling stubborn and they're avoiding you, they're avoiding a call. But then I feel like they will reach out because, you know, they may be feeling bitter and stubborn perhaps right now, but they are coming into unconditional love. There will be forgiveness. They will open their heart to you again when they feel ready. What's next? Let's look at our eternal love cards. Sorry, it's not focusing automatically again. I'm so afraid of rejection that I haven't taken a risk to be with you. Yeah, so they don't feel good enough. And they're frustrated in this relationship as well, in this connection, because they want to be with you. They may have felt like they missed out on an opportunity because they were too afraid to take that action in the past, and maybe you moved on, maybe you had to go your own way. This is not all in your imagination, it's real. So this is, if you have any doubts about this person's feelings for you, or if you have doubts about the connection, this is a reminder from Spirit that it is real. This isn't just in your imagination. Even if other people who don't really understand twin flames may have told you, oh, it's kind of just all in your head. I am a mess. I don't even know how to love myself or have a healthy relationship. So yeah, this person's working through healing childhood and inner child wounds, I feel. Healing the relationship that they have with themselves. You are always my number one and always will be. So yeah, they feel like you are the one for them. They love you more than they love anyone else in a romantic way. And we have, I grew up with bad role models. I have no clue how to love you like you deserve. So again, this is another indication that this person, they feel like they're kind of in the dark. They feel like they don't know what they're doing when it comes to communicating with you, or communicating and having a healthy relationship. You know, they're kind of walking in the dark, trying to find the light, trying to find the way. They may have made quite a few mistakes because they didn't know what they were doing, kind of thing. So let's look at the I love you to the moon and back cards next. Okay, look, wow, this goes really well with those tarot cards. I need to feel like a good provider in a relationship. With you, I feel out of my depth. So yeah, they have put you on a pedestal. They don't feel as though they could provide you with what they want to provide you with and what they feel like you deserve. And so they're kind of beating themselves up about that. They feel like you deserve better. And that may be why they held back, and then this led you to kind of over giving in the relationship, because you tried too hard. You made it easy for me to sit back and hide away. I'm sorry. So because they didn't feel good enough, then they didn't feel brave enough to come forward. And so they stayed in their comfort zone. And the more you kind of chased them or put in all the work, the more they just sat back in that comfort zone. Not wanting to risk rejection. They do realise that now, though, what they were doing, and they do have regrets about that. And we have, I can't get you out of my head. So they're constantly thinking about you. Let's pull some messages out of the bag. they feel lost without you. They may be still trying to recover from that heartbreak if you walked away from them. They have a heart on. That is feeling sexually aroused through feelings of love and not lust. Feelings of love. So they have that. I feel like they have that sexual frustration because they just want to express love in that sexual way with you. Impossible. They may be suffering with beliefs that it's impossible for you both to be together, so it's like their heart kind of runs away with itself. Sometimes they feel that intense love, they allow themselves to go with that, and then at other times their mind steps in, and that there was the Eight of Swords there, so feeling or believing the connection or the situation is stuck, and so that is causing them to halt again and like pull back because they don't want to invest too much emotionally, even though they already have, and get hurt if it doesn't work out. Fear of rejection, yeah, that's one of their core wounds that holds them back. And we have sexy, excited, alive. That is how you make them feel. No one else makes them feel that way like you do. So let's look at the divination dice next. Yeah. Again, this is like, if you're getting too close to them right now, they're like, halt. Stop right there. And they've got their defenses up. And yeah, look underneath that, it's because they're feeling stuck in some kind of way. And they don't want you to have any like expectations of them right now. They need you to be patient. They feel like your connection's really like magic. They feel this amazing spark with you. They feel like the connection is divine. They're putting their foot down right now. I do feel like they're being stubborn with this boot. Maybe you walked away. Apple. So apple could be, in some cases, for the letter A, because it always reminds me of at school they learn the alphabet and A is nearly always apple. But it could represent temptation as well. Maybe you walked away because they were too tempted to just stay in their comfort zone or something like that. And they may feel like you were tempted away or with someone else. They feel like you are their missing puzzle piece. They feel like you fit together perfectly. So let's see what charms are going to come out for you today. So we have the number 2. You may be seeing 2s, 222, number patterns. 2s are about balance, harmony, relationships, partnerships. Yeah, this person, they will, if you're kind of freaking out and worried that they won't ever communicate with you again, they will. This is my throat chakra bead. They will open up to you again. We have fuckboy repellent. So yeah, I feel like you pushed them away because you felt like they were taking the piss basically at some point in your connection. And they weren't expecting that perhaps, and they felt really abandoned by you. We have I believe. So they may have had some trust issues when it came to the relationship. Maybe they didn't believe in it. They maybe have felt it was too out there kind of thing. But now they really are believing much more in the connection, and when the time is right, I do feel like they will come forward and be much more open to you and allow you to get closer to them as well. So if you're really interested in attracting a really amazing relationship where the person is truly there for you, they're dependable, they open up to you about their feelings, they're not afraid of being vulnerable, they're not afraid of a commitment, and they actually want that commitment, please check out my really powerful meditation, which is called You Deserve Great Love. This meditation will really get you into the right vibration to attract the right person for you. So it may be this person that you have in mind. It could be your twin flame, or if not, it could be someone else who is truly right for you. Someone that is truly going to give you the kind of relationship that you deserve and that you truly desire. So this is a very, very deep meditation. It's very powerful at healing you on a core soul level, on an energetic level. And it also comes with a teaching session where I teach you how to know your own worth on such a profound level that you attract a man who will mirror this right back to you. They will know your worth. So the audio session that comes with this meditation is pre-recorded and it's 74 minutes long, and the healing meditation, which has affirmations and visualizations to really help you know your worth. So due to the law of attraction, that mirrors back to you. That is 32 minutes long. So you will learn how to really change and transform your vibration, how to reparent yourself, how to heal your wounds, love yourself like never before. And I even help you to understand why you may have been attracting the wrong types of people and relationships in the past, and how to get out of that cycle once and for all. And I have some really amazing reviews of this meditation kit on my website. It has 4.8 out of 5 stars. So please check this out. The details for this are below this video in the description box and also in the pinned comment. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon and turn on all notifications, and that way you'll be notified every time I release a new reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye. Welcome to set of cards number 3. You've chosen the clear quartz. So how does this person truly feel about you at this time? We're going to be looking into the tarot cards. We have lots of oracle cards, tons of message cards, as well as the divination dice and the charms. So stay tuned, because a lot of information is going to come through. Okay, so I can immediately see that this connection, the current energies are very interesting. We have the 9 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the King of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the Fool. Okay, so what I'm seeing with this 9 of Wands is your person feels like this person behind this fence. They feel like an outsider. You may be in another relationship, or they may fear that you're going to get in another relationship. Doesn't necessarily mean a romantic relationship. They could be watching you from afar, seeing you with friends and family, and they're feeling like an outsider. But in many cases there's a sense of resentment, perhaps jealousy, and because this person does not look happy, they look kind of angry at seeing this, and they may be putting this wall up, this gate up, this barrier up to you because they're feeling a bit heartbroken, they're feeling left out, so they're kind of shutting you out as well. They feel shut out, so they may be shutting you out, kind of thing. 4 of Wands. They could be afraid that if you are in a relationship that you're going to get married to that person or something. But 4 of Wands is like the twin flame card, because often it shows the 2 wands this side and the 2 this side. So it's like 1111. You may be seeing number patterns with ones in. They may be wanting to get married to you. They see that you are the one for them. Some of you may have walked away. You have this divine marriage with your person. You could be twin flames. You may feel as though in some cases that you did want to be with your twin flame, but then you couldn't wait around forever, kind of thing. And so you had to move on. But they want that stability with you. The King of Swords. So this person, they may be coming across as cold at this time. That is sometimes the energy of the King of Swords. But it's also, I feel like they're trying to master themselves. This shield is the black and the white. And to me, that's like the yin and the yang. It's about balance. Interesting. I'm noticing his sword is broken. And he's put the shield down. So I feel like this person, they want to surrender. They want to reveal themselves. They want to come out from behind the curtain sort of thing. Maybe they're watching you from afar. Maybe they're a secret admirer. And the King of Swords could be that maybe they struggle to express their emotions, but they want to anyway. They want to, because I'm seeing a lot of blue here as well, which is the colour of the throat chakra. They do want to express themselves. They may feel extremely awkward doing that. But they feel the need to do that. They feel that with you, ultimately they can be their true self. Or if you're twin flames, your connection, your reflection is helping reveal their true selves to them. And so they just want to be more of their true self. They want to be more enlightened and therefore more expressive. But again, there is this feeling of them thinking of you from afar. Like there's a separation here. This is the Six of Cups. So this is actually the Soulmate card. This is the card of reunion. This is the card of the child innocence within the connection. Interestingly, the divine masculines are wearing masks here. This person, and you're kind of, the divine feminine's like in this building looking out. So it's interesting. It's like they're in this card, they're looking at you from afar and they feel like an outsider. And then you may feel like an outsider because you may feel like you're stuck here, and then they're having good times with their friends or other people or something. But the divine masculine's wearing a mask. This person may be trying to create some kind of perception of themselves, or it could be the divine masculine enjoys drinking and socializing, and when they're with these other people, when they're with their friends, they're not being their true self. They're wearing that mask. But yeah, it's kind of like the ego trying to protect them. It's the ego trying to like be a certain way that they think that you would be impressed by, perhaps, or what you would want them to be. So there is this love from afar, but there is like separation in the 3D. And we have the Fool here. And so this does say this person will take a leap of faith when the time is right. They may have fears that if they reach out, they're going to make a fool out of themselves, because on his head there's the bouquet of flowers. They may be worried that you'll be annoyed at them if they come forward and you'll kind of toss that bouquet of flowers back at them or something like that. So they may appear, they're afraid to appear foolish. Interesting. So let's look at some message cards. All of the written message cards in today's reading are my own creation, except for these cards here, which I'll look at in a little bit. So how are they feeling about you right now? Yeah, again, we have the Six of Cups. You are my soulmate. So they do feel like you are the one for them. It could be that they're in a marriage or they're in a relationship with someone else, and maybe you are as well, and you're both sort of just loving each other from afar in some cases. But the love is equal, the love is true on both sides. I'm so weighed down, the Ten of Wands. So yeah, they're dealing with things in their life right now. It's heavy burdens, but it's a 10, so that's positive. It's saying it's nearly the time for that cycle to end so that they can start afresh in their life and release those heavy weights on their shoulder. Let's start all over again. Ace of Cups. So they want a new beginning. They want a reconciliation. They want that reunion. They may have some regrets about the past that they want to make amends with, and they want to start afresh in your connection, having learnt the lessons that you've both learnt from the past experiences. Okay, so we have, please don't leave me out in the cold. Wow. That is this card. Please don't leave me out in the cold. They're worried that you're moving on without them. And it may be because you felt like they moved on without you. One of the cards fell on the floor, so bear with me while I get it. Okay, and it's very relevant. Ten of Swords, I'm totally broken. So yeah, I do feel as though they feel a lot of heartbreak. They felt stabbed in the back at some point within your connection. But again, that's a 10, so it's nearly the ending of that cycle. They're going to stand up again and just be stronger this time around. Okay, so let's look at these cards here. They're the Island, Time, Wellness, Love Oracle cards. Okay, so how are they feeling about you right now? These ones. Okay, we have abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. So yeah, they are trying to stay positive. They do want to manifest this new beginning with you. I feel like they do have an awareness of the law of attraction. Yeah. We have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. Okay, so their love for you will always be there. I feel like they will love you more than they've loved anyone else, and vice versa. But they may feel as though they have to make healthy, positive choices in terms of self-love. So this may be that they don't want to be weighed down by feelings of obsession, or if they're feeling hurt by seeing you move on with your life, or if they felt abandoned. Right now they may be focusing on healing themselves and becoming whole within themselves, so they release that codependency or any expectations or attachment. So it may come across as them closing the door on you, but really they're just doing what is most healthy for themselves right now, so they don't fall into that attachment, that codependency and unhealthy habits. Wow, yeah, we did have the Ten of Swords. They feel stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. So I feel like you may have moved on, maybe with someone else. They feel stabbed in the back. Maybe you felt stabbed in the back. You know, maybe you both, you know, kind of went through the same thing. Maybe because you're twin flames, you both needed to sort of go through the same thing so you could have an understanding of the other person. Like maybe they decided to be with someone else and you couldn't understand that initially, and then maybe you got with someone else and then you could understand it, and it was about making healthy choices in the moment for yourself, rather than, holding on to this connection, holding on to the future, not living in the present moment kind of thing, having that unhealthy attachment and unhealthy dynamic. We have heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. So yeah, they do feel like you are the one for them. I feel like there's unfinished business here. There will be a renewal of love, opening your heart to each other, mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. So this is exactly what I was picking up. You're mirroring each other. You had to go through the same wounds, you had to go through the same experiences, and it was so you would be forced to look into that mirror at yourselves and release looking too much to the other for that love, for that validation, for that approval, and you know, beating yourself up when this person wasn't meeting those expectations. And because you're twin flames, you both needed that self-love, that healthy choices. Mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. There's two masks here. There may have been an element where you were both wearing masks, you were both maybe communicating in certain ways, you were in each other's lives in certain ways, but you were both still within some kind of comfort zone. And that mask, that false self, is what created some kind of tower moment, some kind of feeling stabbed in the back, mirroring each other in that way, mirroring the fears. It all kind of came to a head kind of thing, but it was to force you to face those wounds head on, rather than trying to avoid feeling rejected by staying in the comfort zone hidden behind a mask. So those cards are really excellent. Let's look at our eternal love cards next. How are they feeling about you right now? Why does everything have to be so complicated? They're feeling very frustrated. It's like they feel like you're right for each other, like almost like the right person but at the wrong timing, or they feel like all this mirrored stuff creates so much complications, or all the healing that has to occur. You see deeply into me and it scares the hell out of me. So they feel very self-conscious around you. It's definitely creating that fight, flight or freeze response. I can't sleep at night because I'm worried about our connection. How do we make it work? So this is kind of like the Nine of Swords energies. Just sleepless nights, constantly thinking about it. They're trying to figure out how to make this work. And again, that's when these feelings of why does everything have to be so complicated keep coming up. Maybe they just became so overwhelmed with feeling all this anxiety and sleepless nights and worrying about rejection, worrying about it not happening, worrying about being heartbroken, thinking everything's so complicated, you know. Maybe that all just became too much at some point, and so they just had to walk away. They had to find their inner peace. They had to go in a different direction. But if you're twin flames, the love is still there, then the love will never die. And so they may be coming back around, or yeah, they're still thinking about you all the time. They still feel the connection. They still have hope for the future. I'm so afraid of rejection that I haven't taken a risk to be with you. So again, they don't feel good enough ultimately within themselves. And so when you see deeply into them, they feel very self-conscious. They want to hide away from that. I grew up with bad role models. I have no clue how to love you like you deserve. So they're feeling like they're just sort of fumbling in the dark. They don't really know how to move your connection forward in a positive way. A lot of Their actions are learned behaviors. I feel like this one wants to come out here. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So they're hoping that you're still going to be open-hearted and you still want to work on the connection. Finances and career. Financial issues are affecting your love life right now. So they may be having some financial difficulties. They may be focusing on that right now. That may be something that's making them feel unworthy, perhaps. Their finances. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So one or both of you may have children from other relationships, or maybe even with each other. One of you may be coming to a place where you're wanting to have a family and wanting to have children. Healthy choices. So, you know, even if this is hard to hear, maybe one or both of you are coming to a place where you're thinking about having a healthy choice. You know, I can't place all my eggs in one basket kind of thing. You always feel this love for the connection. You always feel this love for each other. But in terms of the 3D, maybe you want something more harmonious, perhaps. What shall I look at next? The I love you to the moon and back cards. Okay, this one wants to come out straight away. Yeah, I became discouraged by all the obstacles. Exactly, that's what I said earlier. That may be why they moved on. They felt like it wasn't going to work out. So maybe they thought they would give it a chance for someone else. When you give me so much but I have less to offer in return, I feel bad, like I'm not good enough. So yeah, they feel like they cannot give back to you equally, or they cannot provide you with what you deserve in terms of a relationship. But they really wish that you could be together. That is their biggest wish. But then they're like, why is it so complicated? Why is there this energetic dynamic? Because you may believe that it's just a case of them making a decision to be with you and forcing themselves to take that leap of faith and communicate, reach out and make it happen. But I feel this is a soul contract. I feel this is about the energetic dynamics. You have certain things you need to learn. You agreed you would learn on individual paths. But also, you know, if we're not in a place of self-love within, then we cannot have that union on the outside, because then that's like the codependency, and these connections are based on love, like true love, knowing your worth, unconditional love, all things like that. So let's pull some messages out of the bag next. Taking action. Okay, I'm going to pull a few out. Shaking, sweaty, stuttering. Reach out. Regret. We belong together. Okay, so they wanted to take action, they wanted to reach out, but in the middle of that, the block was that they felt so incredibly self-conscious around you that they were shaking, they were sweaty, they were stuttering. Your connection created a fight, flight or freeze response within them. They have regrets because maybe they didn't reach out, maybe they didn't express their feelings when they had the opportunity to, and they do believe that you belong together. So let's look at the divination dice. Yeah, they're thinking a lot. The cogs are turning. They're thinking about you at night. I feel like sleepless nights. But they're trying to figure out how to get this connection running smoothly, moving forward in a positive way. because there may be a lot of spanners in the works kind of thing. And yeah, they're just feeling overwhelmed by how complicated this is. It's like a maze to them. You think you're about to reach union, and then you realize you've gone in the wrong direction, or it's just another bit of the path aiming towards that union. Underneath that, I'm seeing this. They feel like you are their best friend. They feel like you are one and the same. Yeah, Medusa, when I see this, it's like they turn to stone when they're in your presence. And it's not because you're like toxic. I feel it's more like they turn to stone because of that flight, fight or freeze response. They freeze and they regret that they couldn't overcome that fear. Okay, so the club. Okay. So there may have been like conflict in your connection, and they're feeling regrets about that conflict, power struggles, feeling sad about that as well. Let's see what charms want to come out for you today. So the number 2 has come out again in set cards number 2. Number 2 came out on a different dice. So you may be seeing number patterns with 2s in. 2s are the number of partnership as well, and balance and harmony. You do share a divine bond, like an eternal bond, because to me opal represents divinity, the angels. They want a commitment with you. There's 3 opals here, so that's like you and your twin flame, and the 3rd energy, which is your true self. It's the divine. There's a camera here, maybe specific if someone's into photography, but they may be looking at your photos. Maybe watching from afar. They may be seeing photos of you with someone else or other people, and it's making them feel a bit heartbroken. They may be communicating to you through photos. I'm not surprised the shell is here. They clam up when it comes to expressing themselves, but they did have the King of Swords, so they will eventually come forward and express themselves. And there's divine healing, emotional healing with the starfish here, healing of your connection. So if you're really interested in attracting a really amazing relationship where the person is truly there for you, they're dependable, they open up to you about their feelings, they're not afraid of being vulnerable, they're not afraid of a commitment, and they actually want that commitment, please check out my really powerful meditation, which is called You Deserve Great Love. This meditation will really get you into the right vibration to attract the right person for you. So it may be this person that you have in mind. It could be your twin flame, or if not, it could be someone else who is truly right for you, someone that is truly going to give you the kind of relationship that you deserve and that you truly desire. So this is a very, very deep meditation. It's very powerful at healing you on a core soul level, on an energetic level, and it also comes with a teaching session where I teach you how to know your own worth on such a profound level that you attract a man who will mirror this right back to you. They will know your worth. So the audio session that comes with this meditation is pre-recorded, and it's 74 minutes long, and the healing meditation, which has affirmations and visualizations to really help you know your worth. So due to the law of attraction, that mirrors back to you. That is 32 minutes long. So you will learn how to really change and transform your vibration, how to reparent yourself, how to heal your wounds, love yourself like never before. And I even help you to understand why you may have been attracting the wrong types of people and relationships in the past, and how to get out of that cycle once and for all. And I have some really amazing reviews of this meditation kit on my website. It has 4.8 out of 5 stars. So please check this out. The details for this are below this video in the description box and also in the pinned comment. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon and turn on all notifications, and that way you'll be notified every time I release a new reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye.